This worker's normal shift at the steel mill turned dangerous when this happened. Take a look. The worker was carrying out his duties when a long, semi-molten iron sheet suddenly shot out from the rolling line. This video shows why safe distances, protective barriers, and proper equipment checks are critical when handling molten or semi-molten materials. This video shows why distractions can be dangerous on a work site. This worker was walking through a construction area while focused on his phone. Without noticing, a forklift approached from behind and struck him. This highlights why workers must always stay alert and avoid using mobile phones in active work zones to prevent accidents. This worker made a dangerous mistake while handling waste. Watch closely. A worker attempted to pour trash into a compactor but lost balance and fell inside. This shows why industrial compactors must have guardrails, step platforms, and automatic shutoff features to prevent accidental entry. One small slip changed everything for these workers that were loading a truck. This worker was loading materials into a truck when a nearby forklift operator lost grip of his own load. The material slipped and the worker was in the way. This video shows why safe distance zones between loaders and forklifts should always be maintained. Things took a fiery turn inside a metal factory in China. Take a look. As molten metal was being processed in the factory, this worker moved too close to the melting area when, without warning, there was an explosion. This video highlights the importance of maintaining a safe distance and following strict heat safety protocols when working on molten materials. A worker's good deed turned against him when this happened. This truck driver was reversing to park with help from a worker standing behind the vehicle. But the worker got trapped between the truck's bed and stacked steel materials. This is why it's important for workers to always maintain a safe distance from reversing vehicles and avoid blind spots. This equipment loading process took a very wrong turn in seconds. Watch closely. This guiding operator was guiding a bulldozer onto a low-bed trailer when the machine suddenly malfunctioned. Before he could react, The heavy equipment shifted and a bad accident occurred. Always ensure machinery is properly inspected and controlled during loading or offloading operations. Refilling a fire extinguisher went wrong in seconds. The worker was refilling a fire extinguisher when the cylinder exploded due to overpressurization. This video shows why pressurized cylinders must never be filled beyond their rated limits, should always be regularly inspected for defects, and handled with proper protective equipment. This employee's life flashed before his eyes when this happened. Take a look. The employee was using a manual lift to move heavy loads out of a truck when the weight overpowered the lift, and he was thrown off balance. This video shows why lifting equipment should never be overloaded and why workers must check load limits before handling heavy materials. These workers' routine day in a wheat factory didn't end well. These workers were carrying out their duties near tall stacks of wheat when the piles suddenly lost balance and the rest was history. This video shows why work areas with tall stacks should have clear safety perimeters, and stacking heights should be limited to ensure stability and worker protection. This CNC machine took the operators by surprise, and this happened. Watch closely. The workers were running a CNC machine with its safety door left open when a piece of material flew out to greet them. This video shows why CNC machines must always be operated with safety doors closed, guards in place, and operators wearing protective gear. What seemed like harmless supervision led to a terrible accident. These workers stepped past the isolation tape to get a closer look at excavators digging. Moments later, the ground beneath them collapsed. This highlights why restricted zones must never be crossed. Tapes and barriers are set to mark unstable ground and protect workers from hidden collapse risks.